Hey there, it's Marlene, and today I'm going to be using the brand new LUMIX 40mm f2 prime lens, and I'm using it on my S9. And I'm just doing a little walk around Chinatown in Calgary. It's a beautiful day, finally, and I'm really excited to use this lens. And you can probably see that with the S9, it's very small. I needed something nice and small and fast for a walk around camera. Now, of course, there is the 18 to 40, which I also love, and it is actually the same size as this 40mm prime. So it's definitely a beautiful walk around package. And I feel that 40 is the new 50. All right, let's go. I've always loved this back alley, and every time I come down here it looks different. This lens is a little long for a tight space like this, but I'm gonna see if I can make it work. I'll go to other places as well, but I thought I'd start here and see how it goes. Get ready for some pigeons. Okay, red button video here, guys. Just 'cause. Woo, they're getting a little close to me. It's kind of gross back here. Oh, interesting. So that whole wall is covered in pigeon poop. Yeah. But the stairs are kind of cool. Okay, so this lens comes in black or silver, and I got the black one. It is dust, freeze, splash resistant, and it has a special fluorine coating, and it's a very silent focusing motor, not like some of the lenses, especially the other off-brand 40mm lenses. So it's a very quiet lens if you shoot video. The closest focusing is 0.3 meters or 0.98 feet. Hello, Mr. Pigeon. It weighs 144 grams, and it is going to be listed for, I believe, $399 US. Of course, that price may change depending on what's going on in the world at the time. Now, even though you can get a 40mm lens from like TT Artisan, one thing you need to know is that TT Artisan is actually not part of the L-Mount Alliance. So when you are shopping for lenses for your full frame LUMIX cameras, just make sure you read the fine print. Let's see if I can find some more pigeons. Okay, do I really want to do that? No. Oh geez. Do I do this? I just don't want to get pooped on by a pigeon. That pigeon. Oh my gosh, it's gonna, the attack of the killer pigeons. Oh. Hello, Mr. Pigeon. I don't know why I'm taking a picture of you, but you know, here I am. Okay, I'll get a little higher and I'll be ready. I'll be ready for you, Mr. Pigeon. Do you remember the video I made? The most hated bird? Well, anyway, here we go. He's gonna take off. He's gonna go. He's gonna go. Woo! All right, I got him, I think. Well, now that I'm up here, anything interesting? Okay. It's a good thing I'm not scared of heights. Oh boy, this is super fun actually. There's my filmer down there. Okay, let's get out of this shithole. Ooh, I touched pigeon poo. Now, I often shoot with wide-angle lenses, and I tend to shoot wider than 40. And even on my Micro Four Thirds cameras, I have a 15mm f1.7 lens, which I use quite a bit for, especially for street photography stuff. And so that's basically equivalent of a 30. So going to a 40 was a bit tight. But I mean, I have to think that when I got my first camera 50 some years ago, I was shooting a 50mm lens because that's what we got with our cameras. We got the standard 50. So that's why I'm saying that I kind of feel that 40 is the new 50. And it's just up to me to shoot more with it so that I get used to that angle of view, so being just a little bit tighter. And I think this lens would be great for environmental portraits where you don't want to be too tight into your subject, but you want to see a bit of where they are. And because it's 40, you won't get that wide angle distortion that you would get from like a wider angle lens. Another thing I forgot to mention in the specs is that this is a 62mm thread, and I had a heck of a time finding a filter, a neutral density filter for this. So I will be shooting some video, but right now it's just too bright for normal video with this lens. I just don't want, I want to do a good job on the video. So, and I do have neutral density filters, a VND, and polarizers, etc., but I don't have a step up, step down, whatever you want to call it, ring. And the smallest filter size I have right now is 67, and I couldn't find anything locally. So I did order a 62mm VND filter. So stay tuned for that video. I know graffiti's bad, but I have to say I do enjoy having a little graffiti in my photos. And the thing about this not being a wide angle lens, like I really have to fight almost the scenery, and this is a really, really narrow alley. So I might have to go to a different spot here to do some other shots. Oh, let's just see. Let's make some money. There we go. Now, of course, I do have the 18 to 40mm lens, and I could have taken it along and used it in that very tight back alley. However, that lens isn't very fast. It's going from f4.5 to 6.3. So there is the trade-off for that short zoom. But they're the same size, and I think they're both really good in your kit. Something to consider. This whole video was shot with the Insta360 AcePro 2, and you can see like that wide angle lens, what a difference that makes. And in a tight environment like this, I do like a wide angle lens. However, it has distortion. Like if I go to the edge of the frame, you're gonna see that I'm distorted. So for environmental portraits, this 40mm focal length is perfect. It's not going to distort people or their environments. And I've had some issues with the 18mm where I did a portrait in a very tight studio, and I had the artist's arm very close to the edge of the frame, and it got really long. And I have to really watch all sides of the frame when I'm doing shots in tight spaces. So yes, wide angle is fun, it's exciting, it's very dynamic, but a 40 mil is going to keep your edges straight and your people from being distorted. Great, some Calgary wildlife. Don't get too close. Uh-oh, you're not happy. Okay, I don't really want a picture of a Canada goose, but oh, I'm in trouble now. I'm in trouble. Wow, such a cool afternoon. So much to see. I'm definitely going to come back to Chinatown again. This is the perfect day and the perfect location to test out a lens. As it happens, we found a little gallery and I was able to take a portrait of the gal working at the gallery. And we went into the mall and found some really cool spots, and I also shot in a Japanese bookstore, which was incredible. So yeah, definitely a good lens for environmental portraits and just going out and about. It's small, compact, and a lot of fun.